minority in Parliament is accusing Cocoa Board of breaching the procurement law in the award of a $10 million contract to Magdan Shipping Company. According to Minority Leader Haruna Idrisu, the contract was not awarded in conformity with the procurement laws. He claims that the owner of the company got the contract because of his links to the NPP and the role that he played in bringing security experts from South Africa to train the NPP security team last year.
The minority in Parliament has received with some shock another action taken by the Honourable Minister for Finance, Honourable Ken Ofori-Atta, which amounts to a usurpation of the role of the board of directors of a listed company, the Agricultural Development Bank. And we are concerned because what befell UT and Capital Bank, we don't want it visited on the Agricultural Development Bank. At a time that the country's shareholders, customers and taxpayers of commercial banks are waiting for more information, better particulars, of the Ghana Commercial Bank's takeover of two banks. I've already named them for you. We have in our possession a letter dated 9th June 2017, reference PIDPU 01-2017, signed by the Honourable Ofori-Atta, giving approval of a loan of 10,459,500 from the ADB to Magdan Shipping Company Limited. He has reduced the mandate and role of the Minister of Finance to some credit disbursement entity in order that he can reward, as usual, the political cronies. The letter addressed to the Managing Director of the ADB with the heading, read, Approval of Credit Facilities, Magdan Shipping Company Limited, states in paragraph 2 that approval is hereby granted you to disburse a credit facility in the sum of 10,459,500 Ghana cedis to Magdan Shipping Company. This is to enable the company to undertake its business operations and in particular to execute a supply contract awarded by the Ghana Cocoa Board. And ladies and gentlemen of the media, we'd like you to probe further whether this contract was awarded through an open, competitive tender process to guarantee and ensure value for money, or it was one approved of what was a sin, sole sourcing. The minister has by this action usurped the authority and functions of the bank, its board of directors, which has curiously not been constituted. So we are concerned. Where is the board of directors of the major financial institutions of our country? And for many of you, even beginning the first quarter of the year up to second quarter, banks needed their board of directors to take critical decisions which provided them with lifeline and even for credit approval. The I'm in a hurry president is not in a hurry to get the board of directors of these financial institutions, including ADB, properly constituted. Further, it is clear that no due diligence was conducted by even the management of the bank before the minister's approval. If you are there, you just get a letter from the Ministry of Finance, and it says that approval has been given. If you are part of the board, it's fait accompli. You certainly will not have much to add. Best corporate governance practice requires that the board of directors of the bank, which is vested with the responsibility of overseeing management and governance of the bank, approves or sanctions financial transactions of the bank and not the Minister of Finance. These are people who parrot that they are experts and champions in corporate governance. The rationale for such a provision is to ensure that due diligence is done before any financial commitment is made. This provision ensures that the financial risk and exposure of the bank are reduced to the barest minimum, if not completely eliminated, to protect shareholders. We don't want to believe that the non-constitution or composition of the board of many critical institutions of the country are a deliberate attempt by the government to usurp the functions of governing board and take illegal, inappropriate, and imprudent financial decisions, such as what has been approved as a loan for Magdan Shipping.
And that's Minority Leader Haruna Idrisu there. Well, he is also, the minority actually is also accusing Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta of exposing the ADB Bank to possible collapse by granting the 10 million CD loan to Magdan to execute the contract.
The contract for which authorization of the ADB loan was approved by the Minister for Finance, we are told, originated from the Ghana Cocoa Board. Serious questions arise that seem to be whether they have demonstrated respect to our procurement processes. Was the contract awarded using the sole sourcing procurement process? If the answer is yes, then the law requires the approval be sought from the Public Procurement Authority. Where is the board of the Public Procurement Authority? We are not aware that it's been constituted. Therefore, if a decision was taken by persons who purport, if you refer to the budget and financial statement of the Minister of Finance, he parroted again that this government will say no to sole sourcing. I would paraphrase and use his exact words when he declared sole sourcing a sin, even though lawful under the laws of Ghana, but to be used rarely and sparingly to ensure value for money for the people of the country and to protect the public interest. If the contract was awarded through a competitive tender procurement process, then the value of 10 million, 10.6, will dictate that it goes through the Central Tender Review Committee, also a structure under the procurement process. Whether that has been constituted, we leave that for you to probe further. So whether sole sourcing or competitive tender, there is a breach of the procurement processes. We won't borrow their words that when those were used, it was meant to achieve a certain object. It is therefore clear that this government is not respecting procurement processes and rules.